are here to begin our first session of Gift Talks 2025. But just a sneak peek into what is in store for you for the next 2 days. Over the next 2 days, this platform will bring together maker, brand builders, innovators, thought leaders to share ideas, practical solutions, and success stories that can shape the gifting industry's future. And I would really like to extend a sincere thank you to Mrs. Raj Agarwal, whose vision and support has been pivotal in making Gift Talks a reality. A huge round of applause for Mrs. Raj Agarwal. That was not huge, everyone. A huge round of applause. You know, gifting in India is not new. How many of you can agree to this? Absolutely not new, right? It has been embedded in our traditions, in our culture so deeply. For example, let's take weddings. If you want to confirm the wedding between two families, two partners, there is exchange of gifts. If you want to recognize someone, if you want to appreciate someone, there is a gift-giving ceremony. If you want to celebrate someone, birthdays, wedding anniversaries, achievements, big milestones, small milestones, there is gift in every important moment of our lives. But in my opinion, I think there is one gifting experience that is unmatched. One experience that is unmatched. I will be around the corner for 2 days. Prove me wrong. I think the best gifting experience was when I was young and I used to go to my relative's place. It was actually when I am leaving my relative's place. You know that one uncle, one auntie who comes with a closed fist, right? 50 rupees, 100 rupees. If you're lucky enough, 500 rupees. And they quietly come, beta, you keep it. Yeah? Don't tell anyone. Don't even tell mommy or papa, okay? Buy whatever you want. That is where the gifting experience became so surreal for each one of us. But you know what? Ever since then, gifting has seen such a dynamic change. Our first session is all about that. It dives straight into the heart of corporate gifting, the trends reshaping purchase decisions, the challenges that brands face, and the opportunities that are opening up for creative suppliers and agencies just like each one of us. Please welcome our moderator for this session, Mr. Gaurav Juneja, Director, Next Exhibitions. Leading the conversation with him are 4 industry voices who bring real-world perspectives from manufacturing, distributing, and corporate gifting services. Please put your hands together for Mr. Pranav Rawlani, Managing Director, Supasac, Mr. Shalin Gandhi, Director, Submarine Pens, Mrs. Raj Agarwal, Founder and CEO, BIGGIFT, Mr. Deepesh Shah, Director, Darpan Corporate Services Private Limited. A huge round of applause, and over to you, Mr. Gaurav.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please join me. I know it's a very early morning, and getting audience in the early morning is a very big challenge, but we are here to discuss about our industry. It would be a very informal discussion. I don't want to make it a question-based or answer-based. It will be more like a fireside chat. Let the drums beat first. As our dear friend just gave a very brief introduction about gifting, the relatives' narration, how she used to get money and chocolates from her relatives. Gifting is a very old tradition, I would say, worldwide. And especially in India, because of our cultural values, gifting is a very big market in India. When we talk about gifting, gifting has various dimensions: wedding gifts, personal gifts, corporate gifting, mice gifting, employee gifting. And yes, corporate gifting is a very big market in India, though it's very unorganized, I would say. There are no numbers as such, but if you look at today's world, every brand is now into gifting. And the topic is very interesting: the future of corporate gifting in India. The trends, challenges, and opportunities. Where there are challenges, there are opportunities. Deepesh ji, you are a very leading player in Bangalore for the last so many years, dealing with different brands. Raj ma'am, you've been dealt with brands, you've dealt with non-branded products also, and I know your journey very well. Shalin bhai is a manufacturer since beginning, world-class pens, and also launched a licensee of Swiss pens, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Swiss. And Pranav, I would say very, very, very nice and fascinating bags. I passed through his stall and I said, hi, mujhe ye bag chahiye. So that's it. Deepesh ji, what are the current trends, what you're looking at as you're dealing with corporates? What are the current trends in the industry in terms of gifts? What are corporates looking at these days?
Well, it's been a great journey for me, along with my fellow panelists in the corporate gifting. We've seen the corporates evolving from the stage when they were talking about keychains and diaries and notebooks. But today, if you look at it, Gauravji, honestly, the trend is towards the corporate are becoming more responsible. They wanted more sustainable products. They are looking at more eco-friendly products. They are becoming more responsible towards the Mother Earth. So that is where the evolving opportunities are there as a gifting agency for us. Gone are the days when people used to buy those plastic pen stands and calendars and those kind of things. But today people are becoming very, very responsible, which is a great sign for all of us. And in a way, I would say we are doing a lot of great work for the society also, because we are getting a lot of recycled bags, recycled. In fact, I was talking to Raj this morning, and she signed up with one of the young entrepreneur from West Bengal, who's created a line of products made out of jute, which is very interesting from those jute, and those are sustainable, and those products are biodegradable, compostable. So this is where the industry is going all around actually.
Pranav, what is your take on this? You into bags and especially, I would say laptop bags and backpacks, and the trend is changing with Gen Z now. Even people like, I would say a lot of top CEOs earlier used to carry those leather bags with them, but now they've all come to backpacks.
Yeah, so very valid question. I think what I've noticed with the market right now, sustainability has definitely taken a lot bigger market share than it was before. I think in the last 2 years, they've grown right from maybe 10% of the market share all the way up to 30%, which is a humongous jump. Where it's from the bag space, or like from the t-shirt space, you have like Cashley and brands which are actually coming in and bringing in new products out there. So sustainability is definitely there as a very big angle. The other angle which I think is actually in trend today is premiumization of products. Brand value today is what is driving a lot more sales than the unbranded products or unorganized sector, as you would call it. So a premium brand name with the sustainability logo does definitely give you a lot of edge while you're pitching in the ocean of gifts.
Yeah, very valid. Shalin bhai, pens. We've since beginning we've been using pens. When the digital age computers came, people said notebooks or pens to khatam ho jayenge. What is your take? How is the Gen Z reacting on the pen industry?
Pen industry, we are just generally manufacturing, our maximum production is of metal pens. They are all sustainable. Metal pens are sustainable pens. We don't do plastic pens, but the trend going on like since years, ages, pens as a gift was the #1 preferred. And people used to preserve pens. And now the last few years trend, like the personalization has been a biggest advantage, where we can do customization and immediately. And that customization, people will keep pen near the heart. So I don't think pens that children in college, what we are using, maybe that will come down. But the personalization concept and the gifting for pens, I think we are just growing day by day. We are growing. Like we can see, like we have stores at the airport. Like we started in Bombay and we recently started in Chennai. 90% of the pens, we do the customization itself at the airport. So people are buying. Yeah, it's doing customization. Yeah, people will buy one and within, oh, I can give few more gifts for the pens. So the customization, and I don't think it's going down. And innovation has to be there in the pens. We innovate a lot in pens, lot of new trends we set up. So Gen Z also, a lot of people, like we say Mogra pen, when you write it will smell Mogra. Coffee pen, when you write it will smell coffee. So the trend, it's not just the pen. You are gifting your emotions to someone else. So it basically the emotion that carries pen and the gifting, it makes a difference. I don't think it's going down at all, even
Absolutely.
whatever may be.
Raj ma'am, what's your take on the trends? You've been dealing with multiple products.
So first of all, I would like to thank the team Max for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this esteemed panel, because sharing the stage with Shalin bhai, Pranav and Deepesh ji itself means a lot. So in terms of, yes, gift is an emotion, which Shalin bhai rightly put it across to us. Whether it is a pen, and before we used to say generic gift, like pen was a part of generic gift. Notebook was a part of generic gift. But the innovation that has come up is like personalizing the thing. So what has changed more and trending more now is about personalizing the product. It is just not a product. It carries your name or your brand name, which gives a different aspect to what we are looking at. So overall, if I say gifting industry is growing and it is evolving, more than just a product, it has become an experience. Thank you.
Now this question is to everyone. How the Gen Z reacting to the corporate gifting or accepting gifts as compared to the earlier generation? How's the generational shift happening in this industry?
In fact, very interesting. Good to say that, Darpan being the founder of this enterprise since 2 decades, sometimes we are always on the toes looking at the Gen Z, because the kind of, in fact, I'm always envious of people like Pranav, who comes into industry, and the pace at which he picks up the industry is so envious actually for us. So Gen Z is always looking at tech as an option, as a tool for them to leap jump the kind of the volume of business we used to do, which used to take, let's say, a couple of years. And people like Pranav and his Gen Z is taking a lesser time, in fact. In fact, the best part is we have a following sessions also on technology and AI. So these technology with Gen Z adapts it very well, and they're using it to the maximum advantage. And I mean, across all the products, be it pen or any of the categories of bags or T-shirts for that matter. In fact, I came across one of the exhibitors here. He can basically he can show you a 3D adaptation of how the T-shirt with a 360-degree logo and things like that in a span of just a few minutes. So that is adaptation. And in fact, today somebody who's looking at a Gen Z, see, it's all about how interesting are you taking the career is all about, right? How seriously you're taking the career all about. So it's not about Gen Z is staying away, but of course there is a lot of technology and they understand this better. So I think they are taking it really well, and we need to catch up with them now.
Absolutely. Raj ma'am.
So Gen Z, I have a girl at home. So she keeps talking about the changes, what she feels when people scroll through Instagram. Like how you present is what matters now when we talk about Gen Z. For them, presentation is the core of gifting. So packaging has taken a different shape is what I feel. Sustainability, because they are more conscious, like they keep telling ki we have to give back to our Mother Earth. The planet plays a very important role. That's why sustainability has taken a different core. So most important thing, what I feel, today's generation is more equipped, more practical, and they are delivering corporate gifting in a very, very different way that actually touches the brand value of any corporate that they are supplying. And since the industry is growing and evolving, we see many, in fact, if we look at Mokobara as a brand, see, people travel, luggage has been the core. There are different, but they bought change, the colors, the concept. So it is more about how bright you look and how vibrant the brand comes out. So it is more about the visual, this thing which has taken a shape in terms of Gen Z.
In fact, my next question was that how does the perceived value of a gift impact brand recall and customer relationship? So you've given answer in that these days presentation is very important. Jo dikhta hai, so bikta hai. Shalin bhai, what is your take on the Gen Z part?
Regarding Gen Z, we have a team of people of die makers we create, and in that we have a team of my daughters. She just completed study in UK. She's into designing and art. So he has got one more assistant. We sit with the Gen Z people, and when we create some designs, we take their opinion, and they are now in the designing team. So they know what's their friend circle and what they like. They take the review, they sit with the die makers, and it takes us, it's not easy, like to manufacture something and develop something new, it takes maybe 3 months, 6 months. We are planning almost 1 year in advance, okay, what will be the trends going on. And they give us the information. Now the young generation, they are much faster and much forward. So we take their opinion and develop the product according to that. Then definitely we get success in that. Absolutely. Right from the making of the pens up till the packaging, the whole team of youngsters are there in my factory, so they handle that very well.
So what I can say that everyone has some Gen Z part in the company. In fact, we
absolutely.
also have Gen Zs in our company, and they gave us a lot of teachings to us. Do this way, do that way. I would say that way.
You can't do it without their learning at all.
Absolutely. So adding on to the amazing points everybody made over here, Gauravji, 12 years back when we started manufacturing bags, we imported our first lot of fabric and we called for every color under the sun. Everything was liquidated after 4 years. Sif black, grey, bik raha tha. We saw that as a trend. 10 years, that's what kept moving in. Suddenly we're seeing pop of color and we said, ye to hum industry se pehle try kiya tha. But absolutely, right? So it's a learning curve. We're trying to understand and adapt. Colors are back, as Raj Madam said. There's adaptability to, so as what we're trying to see right now, before when companies would call us and say, hey, show us what bags you have. Today, 80% of the time, they go on to Amazon first. They send us links. Ye hai to aao. Iska similar hai to batao. Nahi to, like, we'll start looking at others. So,
Absolutely, you're correct. The way the business has changed. I remember people used to carry 2-3 bags full of samples to corporates, put up an exhibition there, at their office, show everything, come back. They used to select one item, pack, unpack 2 hours. But now, you have your digital catalogs, you have your websites. People search and tell you we want this. So technology is playing a very big role, I would say, in our space these days.
Every industry for that matter, actually.
Also, as we all have seen, there's a shift in gifting. Earlier, only sweets and hampers, mithai hi chalti thi. But now you see a lot of new technology products, wellness gifts, luggage and travel accessories become very big sector. Apparels have become. Even traditional are still there, but I would say the way they're being sold or they're being marketed or they're being presented has changed. I see a lot of mithai companies now preparing different sort of varieties of mithai to come to the market. What is your take on this? Are the traditional gifts still there or they've taken a back seat?
No, I think, like you rightly said, the sweets or kuch meetha to banta hai for every occasion for that matter, actually. So that is never going to go out of fashion. But people have become very health conscious. So that is something which is a very trending factor. I mean, thanks to our COVID days, then, post-COVID, everybody is becoming more and more conscious about what they intake in terms of sweet, sugarless hai, kitni calories hai. People are moving more towards the dry fruits. And like someone said that, packaging is a very important role in the gifting aspect, actually. So this is where the trend is all about, actually.
Raj ma'am.
So basically, when we talk about has that faded? No, it won't. The part of it still remains because still we talk about diaries, still we talk about keychains, still we talk about pens. But the way they are presented now, the concept, the innovation has changed. And moreover, since the buyer, the client, they have become conscious. So they have started exploring more. So with this, the system has changed, but the product actually remains the same. Just there is an add-on because the market has increased. Before, for us, the festive season was about Deepavali, New Year. But now it's all around the year. Conferences are happening, employee gifting is happening because every company wants employee engagement. And that is only possible when they give back to their employees. So that's where the trend has changed. And I feel whether it is about mithai person coming into the gifting industry, it plays its role because it adds value to the receiver. At the end, now it is not just about the employee. It's the employee with the family that started matter. So the complete gift which a receiver is receiving as an employee goes out to the entire family. So the success of any brand is not just the person working there, it's the family that matters. So that's where the trend has changed, but includes everything as a whole.
You're absolutely right. It's not only the person you're gifting, but his whole family is involved into it. Corporates are talking about sustainability and eco-friendly. I would say that every one of you must be doing something eco-friendly, something sustainable. But are the corporates ready to pay for that premium?
Certainly, because from the kind of ASP that we had for the bags, especially because we promote an Italian brand called Tucano for Pan India. Now, Tucano is a very eco-conscious, very responsible brand, and they talk about how many bottles have been recycled to make this bag, how many liters of water have been, and everything is quantified and everything is certified. It's not that, हवा में ऐसे ही बोल दिया आपने कि भाई हमने 300 लीटर पानी हमने सेव कर लिया. No, I mean there is a GR certification which happens, and today corporates, like you rightly said, Gaurav ji, they are ready to pay a 10, 15%, 20% premium, because today they also want to get some brownie points within the company. Today we are working with companies like Microsoft or Cisco. They said they have to buy the carbon credits. They have certain amount of budget, which is a CSR under corporate social responsibility, CSR. They have a budget, and they are ready to pay from 100 rupees or 20 rupees premium or 30 rupees premium, because they want to be more eco-friendly and they want to be a responsible citizen, responsible corporate actually.
Absolutely. So as Sir was just talking about, it actually comes out from a completely different budget for them. So the procurement guys are like, we have a much larger CSR budget already there, where we can do another activity, but if we are protecting the environment and we're able to add on to that, it does in turn help in a larger way. But adding on a little bit to the previous question as well, I think there are 3 types of buyers that exist in the market today, if you look at it from a broader spectrum. First kind of buyer is there that I've been buying this for the longest time, let me just continue, I don't want to look around anymore. The second type of buyer says, I am always going to buy something new because I never want to be repetitive. And the third kind of buyer, if you're actually providing some kind of advantage, I will consider the option and then become to buyer number 1. So predominantly the market, the older type of models which were there and the trends, products are never going to go out of business. I'm sure Shalin sir sitting right here will say that pens, he's still looking at growth year on year, which is where a commodity product, as ma'am mentioned earlier, like a most basic form of gifting, is actually still seeing upward trends in it.
And it is always close to your heart.
Absolutely.
Shalin bhai, you are already producing, I would say, sustainable products. Not the plastic one, metal ones are all very sustainable. And you just have to change the refill and you're all set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we come to the challenges. What are the challenges the industry is facing in terms of compliances, in terms of logistics or any other challenges? What do you think and how we can overcome these challenges?
So what I see now, post-COVID basically, there has lot of shift in gifting industry. Before it was more about office deliveries that were taking place. Now logistics is playing very, very important part. Before it was about one gift delivered to a particular location. Now the shift is to multiple locations, and in fact people where they are working from home. Work from home is a concept now. So imagine one gift delivered to a particular location, and another thing is delivering it to individual location. 10,000 employees, 10,000 locations. That's a logistic challenge that actually it is there. And clients, companies look at the cost based on office deliveries. So imagine the cost that is involved in logistics is a bigger challenge. We have to match up to that. Sustainability has taken a shape. Again, there is a shift in the cost to sustainability. So that's again is a challenge. But since I feel our clients are more experienced and they are taking this gradually, and I can see the shift. They have started accepting the charges that are applicable as a courier charges, because at the end, when people receive it digitally, the digital remains a digital experience because it doesn't carry any emotions. the physical pieces, what the employees receive from the company carries a different perspective. So ideally, these are taken care of late with the clients, paying back for the challenges related to the cost that comes up with logistics and other things. Yeah.
Pranav, you want to add up something?
Absolutely. So I think in general, if you talk about, right, the world has become a smaller place today. Sourcing before where was a lot more difficult, where the number of importers were lesser, the number of manufacturers were lesser, the access to technology with Amazon making every product available in every part of the globe, and accessibility from intercontinent shipping today. So with all of this, I think adaptation towards trying to streamline and get organized with your distribution channel, creating a market for you on the online space, finding organized portals where you're actually able to integrate with the technology of the buyers, let it be on their SAP online portal and all, actually gives you a lot more edge. So adaptation to what's there, the old way of doing business is not lasting anymore.
Thank you. What do you foresee the future of this industry? Let's say we are in 2025. What do you think the market or the tilt would be in 2030? Not very far. Let's talk about 5 years down the line.
I think the market is moving towards more organized way, more compliance. People are more serious towards what exactly they're offering to the customers. And like Shalin bhai said, personalization is also a very key part of it actually. Now, one point which I always keep telling all my staff or my sales team, that you have to focus on the service rather than on the product. Okay, that is your key driver actually. And our business is completely relationship driven actually. You don't have to sell the product, you have to sell yourself. आपको पसंद आ गया, if the customer likes you, he will buy whatever you want to sell, and he dislikes you, he will not buy irrespective you give him any amount of discounts irrespective. It's all about the service is the utmost key factor, and you know, keeping the customer delight is becoming more and more prominent and more, and it's like, you know, being compliance, your GST regulations. In fact, I was hearing that, you know, they're going to be ranking in the GST with the traders actually. Now, as you get the ranking, your feedback, and with your technology, you cannot fool around with your customers very often actually. So those are the challenge, and this is where the roadmap is all about actually. So service is going to be the very key factor in your any industry, and especially corporate, even more paramount actually.
In fact, a very good question, because we should look ahead. What is the future? So when I look at when we stand here right now, I think our gifting market in India is around 12,000 crore. If I think that's the number. Yeah, approximately.
If you talk about, some say 60,000 crores, some say 80,000 crores. So it's an unorganized sector. There are no numbers as such.
So expected growth is around 27,000 crores in the Indian market basically. So that's a number. So almost it is going to double, more than double. So imagine the change and shift. And we have been calling our industry unorganized. Whenever we talk about corporate gifting, we say, yeah, this is an unorganized sector. This is the common thing, everyone. But I will say we organize for our brands. So that means we need to be the most organized sector, because then only we can deliver the same. So what I experience and what I see now, that yes, going ahead, we will have more experienced, more organized things coming on the way. And most important thing, people talk about brands. I always feel that you should be a brand. I see a lot of our people coming up and doing this. The brand is not about the physical products that is there. If you are a brand which creates a relationship, you are able to sell it.
My next question, or I would say my next point, was that everyone is talking about brands these days. In fact, I'm very happy to see that a lot of manufacturers have created their own brand rather than selling a brand.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Future, I think when we compare to India to China, we are just hardly 2% to 5% of the industry. I would like to say that we should explore global market. We are still thinking very much local or maybe state, or maybe Maharashtra, or maybe just India. The global market is so huge. And to cater that, I think we need to have a lot of production capacity, and we need to think internationally. We need to change the mindset of what we are doing right now. Market is huge globally, and India can be a biggest competitor for China. if we think in that way, what we are doing right now. So there is unlimited scope, I can say. We are just, just the beginning right now, what we are doing, the gifts, and I may be seeing you, just 6 halls may be short for you, they may be 15 halls for Delhi and international clients. At present, I don't think hardly international clients are coming to Delhi Fair also. We would like to see almost 10,000 clients internationally coming to India for buying. It should be a buying house.
I would say your wish will come true one day.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do it.
Salin bhai, as Salin bhai mentioned, it should be like this thing should become an export. We should export rather than import. That should be the trending in Indian market.
So like he rightly said, our Expo should be more of a buying house where people come out and look out for sourcing materials, connect with the right type of buyers. And like you rightly said, this is just, we are looking at a very domestic, smaller market actually. We should look at a bigger market, bigger requirements, and that's how we can actually grow internationally.
We should create an atmosphere where customers can see that this is the buying house, this is the alternative for China, and we need to buy from India. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think everyone's given amazing points. Just adding to a little bit of that, I completely understand where Shalin bhai is coming from the manufacturing space. Market trends are actually the same. 2% of what China is manufacturing for the globe, we're just about 2% to that. Adding more with, like, trying to get more of the MSME schemes and trying to build a manufacturing hub. So I think the similar issues which we face right now are on ancillary industries. Even if we want to grow, the ancillary supports are not as much. But of course, that's a different topic to say. But just combining both the parts with logistics, I think today companies want global procurement to be done from their vendors as well. So if we're able to curate a logistical bridge between their India sourcing and the globe, I think we'll be able to get much larger numbers from our place as well.
I have one question for Shalin bhai, maybe. I mean, you've been your manufacturing in the pen industry and things like that, and maybe our friend Pranav has been there in the bag manufacturing. What is the fate of the people who actually do not have manufacturing? Is there a scope for their services also, or for their creativity, for their startup culture as well? Because everybody will not be blessed with a manufacturing facilities, right?
Yeah, when we go to international exhibitions, there are a lot of distributors and agents are also there taking part in the stall. It's not, you have a tie-up with a very good factories over here. That's fine, you can export it. Half of the exporters are not manufacturers, still in India. So it's a big opportunity for all the traders also. You tie up with few factories, you tie up with few products and you export it. It's not such, only the manufacturers can do it.
A lot of OEM manufacturing is happening these days, and if you look at private labeling, a lot of your D2C brands, these are what everyone is doing. I would say 80% are doing only private labeling. So private labeling can even done in exports, which is what Shalin bhai very
Which
rightly
we call
said.
it as a contract manufacturing.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, I think. So predominantly with the question sir was asking about, I think we have created a market share where a manufacturer today doesn't want to park his funds as well for a longer duration of time. So 80% of all the manufacturers go through buying houses only, which identifies the QC monitoring, the manufacturing, finance, money rollover, and building relationship with the partners. So the direct approach with clients has reduced drastically. So the bridges always have to be there. Manufacturers cannot reach to all the locations at all.
And we also come across few of the factories which will be manufacturing for, let's say, 10 other, 20 other brands actually. So they use the scale of economies where, you know, the factories are available which are, today we will make it for, let's say, Van Heusen, tomorrow we will make it for LP, and the other day we will make it for Allen Solly. So something of that. So one single factory is made use to make multiple brands for that matter actually.
Absolutely.
In fact, in India also, you see, we have got our team of people, but we work more with the agents. Correct. Like gifting agents, like my 60% of the sales is of corporate, and from that, 80% is done through gifting agents.
You know, Submarine or Shalin bhai can't reach everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there is a distinct tagline that says connect, commit and collaborate. That completes our entire thing, because at the end the industry is more about collaboration. And the exhibition that we are here standing on, it creates a beautiful platform for networking and coming together. So ideally this is the right platform to collaborate and grow differently, not just in India but explore yourself outside India.
In fact, I wanted to have one word from you for the industry. What do you think about our industry? What is the message, one message, what do you all want to give to the industry?
Innovate.
One word, or maybe a little bit bigger.
You can say two words.
Network.
Raj, ma'am.
One word. Only one word. And gifting is dil se.
I think the one word would be the right opportunity will be collaboration actually. Because today everyone is talking about competition. Competition is not the word. It's all about collaboration actually. Everybody cannot be available everywhere. Like you rightly said, so Shalin Bhai cannot go to every counter of to sell the submarine pens. Now if he starts collaborating with people like us, or let's say 100 of gifting agencies, the collaboration is the key word to scale up, to reach out to your brand, and you can create your own brand. So the collaboration is the key word actually here.
Absolute.
I think so. The future of our industry is very big. We see a lot of entry of a lot of brands now. Earlier, they didn't even look at corporate gifting. Gifting was never part. A lot of these companies have now the institutional managers, and specifically, I was looking on an ad on LinkedIn. They wanted a very big brand. They wanted a corporate gifting manager inside the company to promote it to corporates, other corporates. Innovation is the next thing. Manufacturing, yes, but collaboration is also there. Networking and platforms like AI and digital platforms. What our friend Srikanth is about to say in the next session, AI will play a very important role in this sector. You can predict what the Gen Z or what is the customer behavior these days, what they want. Like Bangalore is an IT hub. What sells in Bangalore doesn't definitely sell in Bombay or Delhi. So every city, every state has its own taste, own culture. I still remember some products in Delhi or Bombay shows, they used to get huge response, but Bangalore, they didn't get those sort of response. So we've seen that every market has their own flavor, own taste, like bags, zippers, because whatever you think in IT, tech products are in huge demand in this market. So every market has its own flavor, I would say. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I think so. It was quite an interesting session and learned a lot from you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you
having us
so
over
much.
here.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you again to our moderator and panelists for a compelling discussion. I now invite Mr. Gaurav to felicitate our distinguished panelists. Mr. Pranav Rawlani, Managing Director, Supasac. Mr. Shalin Gandhi, Director, Submarine Pens. Mrs. Raj Agarwal, Founder and CEO, BIGGIFT. Mr. Deepesh Shah, Director, Darpan Corporate Services Private Limited. Thank you, everyone. Can we have a huge round of applause for all of them?